Hi and welcome to ECCB Connects. This is a production of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank designed to share with you who we are, what we do, and how we serve you. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank gets ready for the 10th staging of the Growth and Resilience Dialogue from April 22nd to 24th in partnership with the OECS Commission, the World Bank, and the University of the West Indies. Since its launch in 2017, the dialogue has played a key role in shaping conversations around growth, competitiveness, and resilience across the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. This year's theme, Big Push, Resilient Leadership in a Dynamic World, turning global uncertainty into opportunities for partnerships and shared prosperity, speaks directly to the challenges and opportunities facing the region today. When we return, Sybil Welsh, Senior Project Specialist and Coordinator of the Growth and Resilience Dialogue, joins us to discuss what is new this year and why the forum matters. We'll be right back.
ECCB Connects now has a WhatsApp channel. Follow us and stay in the loop with our latest videos, photos, and updates. It's simple. Just search for ECCB Connects in your WhatsApp Updates tab and get connected with all things ECCB.
Thanks for staying connected with us. Our focus is the 10th Annual Growth and Resilience Dialogue. Sybil, thank you so much for joining us for this discussion.
It's my pleasure, Shanna. It's always a pleasure to be here and talk with you.
Sybil, why is this forum so important for the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union?
The Growth and Resilience Dialogue is really a forum that focuses on actionable strategies and plans to drive the growth and the competitiveness of the region. And so it is so important for us to come together to share insights, perspectives, plan. We need to strategize and plan and then have a blueprint to move forward to ensure prosperity.
And we are marking an important milestone this year, the 10th anniversary of bringing together regional and international partners to explore practical solutions for economic growth across the Eastern Caribbean. Sybil, how would you assess the impact that GRD has had over those 10 years?
10 years counting this year, and over the 9 GRDs, the Growth and Resilience Dialogues, we have had many public and private sector persons and institutions who have really leveraged the learnings and the plans and strategies to chart their way forward. I speak of, just recently, we attended the Development Bank Conference, the ECCU meeting with the development banks, and the development bank manager from St. Kitts and Nevis, he indicated that when he came in 2024, and the focus was on creative disruption, he was so inspired that the strategy for Development Bank is about creative disruption, moving ahead, looking at new shifts and new models and new paradigms in which to chart success. From the ECCB side, we have made sure that with our partners, it's not just about talk. So we have moved beyond the talk to deal with transformation in technology, transformation in renewable energy for our youth, because we see our youth as our future. We can talk about our 2 years of putting on our generative AI and Python coding summer camp, where we make sure the students align the learning with things in our region that are problems that need solving, so solution-oriented activities. And they have created chatbots in crime mitigation, in disaster preparedness, in financial education, in cultural heritage recognition. And the Clarence Fitzroy Bryan College, recently in November, their students participated in a regional showcase. And in the chatbot segment, the team was comprised of 3 members out of the 4 who are graduates of the course, the STEM camps. And their chatbot was adjudged the best out of the entire Caribbean submissions for that category. And so we see that we are not just doing things that are good to do. We are doing things which have impact. And that is the purpose of the Growth and Resilience Dialogue.
Really impressive. Now, this year's theme focuses on resilient leadership and turning uncertainty into opportunity. What is driving that focus, and how does this connect to what is happening regionally and globally?
Well, Shannon, as we all know, there are several geopolitical shifts taking place with our global leaders, leading countries. There's also economic changes that demand that we recalibrate. We, take a look, we be introspective, but we also look at how we can change and shift and transform so that we continue on a path to success. And that is what this is about. How do we bring our public and private sector leaders, our general public, into a forum where we can all ideate, we can all discuss, we can all plan. And out of that plan, we not just have a plan on paper, but we have an actionable plan, buoyed by strategies that we have all gone through, torn apart, put together, and then we can say, here are blueprints, here are actionable plans that can guide us not only for the next year, but for the future. And this brings in the whole idea of the big push, resilient leadership for a dynamic world, because the world will always have changes. It will never stay the same. Change is the only constant. But how do we continue to be resilient? And resilient means being agile, adaptable, growth-oriented. And that is what this is about. When the Governor Antoine in 2023 challenged and says, how do we double our output over a 10-year period? This is part of the push. The push is, first we have to think about it, and then we have to strategize, then we have to plan, and then we have to implement those plans. This is what the Growth and Resilience Dialogue is about. We see the landscape is changing and shifting, but resilient leadership, agile, focused, growth mindset, transformation, those are the anchors and the levers on which we will guide the future.
Great. And Sybil, I like the inclusive participation. The dialogue brings together government representatives, civil society, private sector, the youth, and so on. Why is this broad participation critical to building real resilience?
In building resilience, we need everyone. Everyone has to come together and really put their hands to the plow. And we need all perspectives. It's about facing those challenges in a way that allows for sharing of insight and perspectives to build shared prosperity. So collaboration is key. And this is why everyone, and that is why we invite everyone, whether you join online or you come in person, this is critical because only together we can make the difference of transforming our region.
Youth engagement is a highlight this year. How are young people being included, and why is their involvement critical to what we're discussing?
We start with our youth parliamentarians. When we're talking about leadership, our youth parliamentarians represent part of that leadership thrust. Everyone in their own way, is a leader. But our youth parliamentarians, they have a position of being trained in a certain manner that allows them to have a platform to reach a wider sphere. And so we are having our youth parliamentarians speak about leadership for the next 25 years, speak about technology shifts and opportunities, speak about the economy. And so this is part of our Youth Leaders Forum. So we're having both a current leaders forum at the conference and a youth leaders forum. And that is how we are blending when we're talking about the trajectory of moving forward. We have to ask ourselves, who is going to be in the future? Our youth. And so we have to look at our current youth if we want to grow our future in a way that is success, hear from them. And so they're not just going to be in there, they're also going to be, we're also bringing in artists, spoken word artists, to in a poetic form, talk about their aspiration, their goals, their development trajectory, talk about what they see as opportunities, what they see as challenges, and what they can do about it. So we're appealing to both the right and left brain in terms of having the atmosphere not only be in academia or technical speak, but also leveraging the innovation aspect of our skill sets and bringing our youth into that as well.
Sounds good, spoken word. That's a little sneak peek into
I'm
what
giving
we
away,
can...
I'm giving away some secrets,
into what we can expect. But Sybil, I need you to go deeper. Why should the people across the ECCU be excited about the annual Growth and Resilience Dialogue this year?
Every year, the dialogue provides an innovative forum for deepening insights and perspectives, for sharing and collaborating. And every year we up the ante. And so one can expect technical, one can expect creative, one can expect insights. I think it's like, as I say, it's like going to the spa. You go to the spa when you want a physical reset. And I say you come to the Growth and Resilience Dialogue when you want a mental reset. When you want they say sharpen your sword, when you want that intellectual rigor, but in a way that's not heavy, that really is inspirational, that's transformational. And this is why we say the Growth and Resilience Dialogue is for everyone.
Great, and I like the images that you're conjuring up, the spa. I think you make me want to book my spa appointment.
Definitely. We just have to get everyone registered and coming on board. And registration is free, and we will be putting out registration information by early March.
So, Sybil, this is not only for those who would be attending in person at the Sir Cecil Jacobs Auditorium. So the wider public also gets the opportunity to be involved in GRD.
It's an invitation for every person from the OECS, the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, the wider Caribbean CARICOM area, and the world to come and be part of an experience. And therefore, we are going to have our registration link posted. It's free of charge. There is no charge. You just join up. And if you forgot to sign up, it's never too late. It doesn't expire. But then it's also carried on our ECCB Connects channels, so YouTube and Facebook, and our partners will also be streaming it live. And so it's so much of, it's really an opportunity for everyone to join in. And it's also an opportunity for those who join in to win special prizes. But those we will talk about later in our promos about how you can be actively engaged, asking questions, sharing your perspectives, but also winning some prizes.
Sybil, thank you so much for joining us and sharing with us what to expect at GRD this year. It sounds really exciting. And remember, the GRD runs from April 22nd to the 24th. And of course, we will continue to update you as we get closer.
So let's get together. Big push, Growth and Resilient Dialogue 2026. It's a big push, resilient leadership in a dynamic world.
Great, Sybil. I'm gonna be there. Make sure you are there.
And now for this week's financial tip.
Develop the habit of saving by setting aside small amounts regularly.
We've come to the end of this week's episode of ECCB Connects. We spoke about the ECCB's 10th Annual Growth and Resilience Dialogue, which will run from April 22nd to 24th. The dialogue is expected to bring together regional and international partners to explore practical solutions for economic growth and resilience in the Eastern Caribbean. For updates and more information, follow ECCB Connects on social media or visit the website at www.eccb-centralbank.org. Thank you for watching, and be sure to join us again next week when we will be back with another program as we continue to share with you who we are, what we do, and how we serve you.